coming at you from Maryland, over the hills and through the woods to grandmother's house we go today. It's Terry over here hitting Hollow Loft. My wife Denise, she's driving, so I'm trying to keep my eyes off the road because I don't want to see what's going to happen up there. It's scary when the wife drives. But it's been a while since I did a video, and I'm going to get into that today, like why I haven't done a video lately, especially since most of my videos are basically about the pigeons. You know, since the, I guess December, January area, when my birds started getting sick, and they all started falling out, dying and everything, and I went into the loft, completely gutted the loft, burnt everything, cleaned everything, bleached everything. I started getting sick. I started having severe breathing issues, respiratory issues, not coughing nothing up, just coughing, just not being able to catch my breath. It's been really bad. So with the help of the wife setting up my doctor's appointments and everything, started going to see a doctor. I went for a regular exam, then I went in for a breathing test, and I talked to the doctor about the things that were going on with my breathing. And after the breathing test, I got, what's the word I'm looking for? I got diagnosed with basically pigeon lung, as you would know it, fancier as lung. Avian, whatever.
Avian hypersensitivity disease.
Avian hypersensitivity disease. So that changes things. A lot of people at my work have been asking me, even her asked me, are you going to get rid of your birds? And, well, you know, when I lost all my birds, I'd gotten some homing pigeons from a friend, and I was breeding them this year and getting babies so I could fly on my own. And then at the same time, I'd gotten a group of whites so I could get back into the whites. And I've got a bunch of babies off them this year too. But I think what I'm going to do, there's a couple things that are going to be coming up here soon. No, I'm not necessarily getting rid of my birds, but I am changing things up a little. I'm going to be, my roller loft, where I had my rollers, I've already taken them out of there. I put them in the loft with the homers and my white pigeons. They're all mingling together right now, which is okay because I can fly my rollers right now. I haven't flown them yet. I've got all these white babies. I haven't flown them yet. And I've got some really good looking homing pigeons, different colors and stuff that I haven't flown yet. So besides, what I think I'm going to do is be moving most of my breeders. I was going to move my breeders, but this is what I came up with. I've actually heard that you can rehome pigeons. And since the pigeons that I have, the man who I got them from, they were young pigeons, he said most of them had been flown one time from his loft. So they just really flew around the house. As long as I've had them in there and bred them all this year and all, what do I have to lose? Between the white ones, I'm not going to do that with. I'm not taking the chances with, except for the young ones. But all my homing pigeons, I'm going to try to rehome them. And the way I look at it, if they fly off and go back to where they came from, well, he'll get them back. If not, then I don't know what to tell you, but it's my way of being able to try to fly these birds.
Continue to do what you love.
And if I can continue this, I have 3 nice kit boxes. One's going to be just for my rollers, and like I said, my roller loft, the one I made down the bottom, the 8x10 metal building, I'm going to be redoing that, putting a new floor in it, and that's where we're going to start keeping some of our German Shepherds, because that's the wife's thing now. Being our kennels, we actually taken 2 road trips in the last few months. Went to Mississippi and picked up 2 AKC registered solid black females, and then we went to Ohio and picked up a solid black male, all AKC, beautiful dogs. That's going to step up the game. So a lot of the stuff we're going to be doing around the house will be, we're thinking about building a kennel, some kind of kennel. If not, we're going to be building dog kennels with all these chain link kennels that I have. We're going to be doing that. And like I said, I'm going to try to rehome these pigeons. Like I said, they're all young. They're all last year's. Yeah, they were all last year's birds, but they were never flown. But one time he said he let them out, and I don't think it was all of them at that. I think it was just some of them that he actually let out and flew. So we're going to try that, the homing pigeons. And I'm going to try to train my white ones, because there's something coming up next month that I'm really...
The end of this month.
Yeah, well, the end of... Yeah, now this is the 1st. Today's August 1st. At the end of this month, we lost a really good friend in our church, Dave Bowers. He was a really, really great guy, man of God, big family man. Him and his wife have been together since they were like 12 years old. And our hearts go out to them because we love them to death. They took us in a sense, and we've been really happy with being close to them. I mean, not just everybody gets close to Dave and Mary. And my pastor will tell you the same thing. And sometimes I think it's a little clique in our church, but it separates the men from the boys when it comes to who's really there for the right reasons and who's there just to be there because their wife told them to. See that right there? Their wife told them. You never know how that works out until you see it firsthand. But anyway,
It's interesting.
we're going to try to get my young whites. We're going to try to get them trained up. And if that doesn't work out, then I'm going to take some of the older whites I got and still do the white release at this celebration of life for Dave Bowers, our really good friend. And the way I look at it, if you lose a couple birds, you lose a couple birds. I watch people cull birds for no reason, for the wrong color, or because they do too many twirls on their way down out of the sky. All kinds of reasons. At least these birds have been homed, the white ones. They may just go back to where they came from, which would be just fine too. But if not, it's a small price to pay. I'm not going to be selling my birds. I'm going to try to keep everything I have. But I am going to be pretty much taking my loft apart, my big loft, and everything's going to be kit boxes from here on out probably until breeding time. And even then I have a really big kit box that's separated in 5 sections that I can put pairs and breed, and just breed selectively from here on out. I can't keep with the numbers that I had before because of the fact that it's just too much. And I haven't really talked to my doctor yet to see what we're going to do about my breathing issues. It's been really bad, and it really messed me up at work. I wasn't able to do some stuff, and I wound up, luckily, they transferred me to another job where I still work every day, but it's not as strenuous. It's more technical. In other words, I see a bunch of lights. It's something more that I'm accustomed to. I went from working commercial to now I'm working residential, and I really like it. It's the difference between going to work and liking to go to work, enjoying going to work. I work with a really good guy. We've become really good friends, and the lady who oversees us, she's like a mother figure. She's not that much older than me. She just treats us like that, and she's a really sweet lady. So we seem to be doing pretty good. So that's pretty much it.
Do y'all think she could treat you that way because you're both like adolescents instead of grown men?
Yeah, because we act like idiots all day. me and my buddy Dustin. We started a YouTube channel called Phoebus and Birdman, and we do stupid videos. We've got 2 up there so far. If you get a chance, go check it out and subscribe, because we're just going to keep doing stupid videos when we're out on the road between jobs or even on jobs. So if you get a chance to come check us out, because my wife says we're a bunch of idiots, and I know we're idiots because we goof off on purpose. We're not like that in real life.
But it's funny.
We're not
It's
like that in
funny.
real life.
Y'all want a comedy show? Subscribe to that channel. You'll get a comedy show.
Yeah, because Dustin's an idiot. Luckily, I'm the one that keeps us straight during the day, keeps us everything from falling apart. But we're gonna try to home some homing pigeons that have been flown from somewhere before. We're gonna take that risk. We're gonna take the young homing pigeons and the young white pigeons that I bred this year. We're gonna fly them together as a group, and then we're gonna take these roller pigeons that I've had for a long time that I've never flown, and we're gonna fly them. So those are the 3 main things that we're gonna be doing over Hidden Hollow Loft from here on out without having to give up. We're gonna try to get better. I'm gonna tell you, my loft is a mess right now. I had immunized everybody from paratyphoid and salmonella. I bought those medicines a while back. You've seen a video where I talked about that. My loft needs to be cleaned out. As soon as I move my birds out, I had a really nice respirator when I was working in the loft, but the dogs got a hold of it, and now I can't find one because of all this COVID BS that's going on out here in the world today. And I'm trying to find another one so I could actually get in the loft and clean it up. But we're going to be moving all the birds out. We're going to be training certain birds one way, training certain birds another way.
Now, do you have any plans for that building once you move the loft out of it?
I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with my loft yet. It's separated in half. One half is for flying, the other half is for breeding. And I had like a little office set back there. I'm going to probably gut all that. And it might turn it into a workshop, I don't know, or a place just to park my four-wheeler. And I don't know yet. That's a whole nother story.
I've got it.
Okay, she's got an idea, so we're not going to pay attention to her today. She doesn't know what she's talking about. What's your idea?
My idea is to turn that into a gulping.
Watch out for that tire.
I see it.
She wants to take it over for her dogs. I'm getting that nothing. Oh well, that might be a good idea because it's a nice building.
It's a nice building. It has a decent floor. All
I do is take the aviary off of it and just cover it up.
It's got separate spaces and it's large enough. And it's close enough to the house.
And I'm getting ready to run power from the house to my shop. I already got the big fuse box and all the wires, all the outlets, and I was going to run the power from that and run it into the loft as well, so we'll have power in there. You know, just in case we want to put a heater in there in the wintertime or air conditioner, you know, in the summertime. For we have puppies, but that's still not till next year sometime. Like that. But anyway, it's been a while since I put up a video, and I was just wanting to let you guys know. I've been watching what you do, and y'all doing really well. I'm really happy for you. It sucks that I had the issues I had earlier this year, and it set me back real bad on my breeding. But I do have some young ones, and I will fly them and try to enjoy some of it. And I'm going to downsize, but we're going to try some specific things. Like I said, we're going to try to home some pigeons that have been loft flown before. That's something that's going to be a challenge. And we're going to start training the white birds and my young homers. Look forward to that. And then we're going to fly the rollers out of the house. And I got them from another family, and we'll just see how they do. I really don't know what to expect from them. I watch you guys doing rollers and how they're up in big old groups up in the sky, just driving on. I've had rollers before that would go fly around in circles and come land back on the top of the house. I don't know what I'm doing, but that's what's going on here at Hidden Hollow. That's what we're going to be doing from here on out. Today we're going up. We're going to have a family reunion with my wife's family, but there was a lot of old people that were afraid they were going to get sick from this COVID BS. That's going on today. So we're going to have a cookout with her mom and her kids, my daughter-in-law and the grandkids, and we took Ruger. Ruger's laying down. We got Ruger with us today, our 1-year-old German Shepherd, and he's going to go see his brother today up here. So, in case I haven't seen you for a while, it's good to see you. Hope y'all stay healthy. Wear a mask or a respirator when you go in your loft, because I'm telling you, this is no joke. This has been a real issue. When I've stayed out of the loft, other than going in, feeding and watering, and I wear a mask every time I go in, I'm in and out. And because of that and a couple other little things that I've done, my breathing has got better, but it's not great. And I don't know what it's going to take to get it back to normal.
To describe it a little bit, it's almost like having pneumonia without having fluid in your lungs. It's just this constant, cannot catch your breath. He'll be lucky if he can stand up and walk from the dining room to the kitchen without having to gasp for air, and he's unable to draw a deep breath. So unless he wants to draw oxygen for the rest of his life, we're going to have to back it down and see what we can do to reverse what damage has been done.
Air conditioning is really nice for like at night when I'm breathing and stuff, when I'm in here. When I'm at work, we ride around air conditioned van, and a lot of the houses we work in are air conditioned, so they're not that bad. But on hot days where the humidity is real bad, and sometimes I can walk further than other days without having to stop, catch my breath. If I take a deep breath, most times I'll cough, just get that feeling. But anyway, the wife's driving, I'm goofing off on the phone, and she decided she was going to be in my video today.
I had no choice.
She had no choice. I had no
Look
choice.
at that view.
Look at us, where we're going. We're going to Pennsylvania out of West Virginia. We're in Maryland right now. They say the world's overcrowded. But if you look around here, there's so much room for me and you to get away from everybody else.
The cities are overcrowded.
We all know what lives in the cities.
Well, you live out in the country, you gotta work.
Got to work for what you have, because the cities suck. Anyway, I'm gonna call it short here. Say goodbye, Denise. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
We're gonna get off here.
Rue's sitting up now.
Hey, Rue, say goodbye to everybody. He weighs almost 100 pounds. He's a little bit over a year old. He's a great dog. Beautiful sable.
He's a silver sable.
Silver sable. He's one of our produced bird dogs.
Produced birds.
It's been nice seeing y'all, and I hope you all keep healthy. Bye.